Yeah, we're gonna do that today. Anyways, Team Hasbro and today we're gonna talk about one of our favorite beloved characters that deserve to have a reboot, Glover, for the N64 and PlayStation 1. Also, I am not going to review the PlayStation 1 because it's completely different than the 64. Also has 3D opening cutscene. So here we go. I'm just gonna skip this intro. Menus intro. I said menus intro. Just the controller. I hate this. This fucking controller. Hold on. No. No. Come on. Come on. You know what? I'll just tell you anyways. Those of you already seen this on YouTube before, it's just basically about a magical glove who's attached to a wizard and doing some potions. Here we go. That has both magic gloves. And mixing those in cauldron wasn't such a great idea. And he turns to stone, while the other glove falls into the cauldron. And our beloved hero Glover sees those crystals fall out the building. In quick time event, he turned them into little bouncy balls and hit to each world. And we get introduced by the main villain, Cross Stitch. And from that spooky voice laughter. And this is how the game begins. If you're a kid playing this, you will find this pretty terrifying. Also, you get to Mr. Tits to show you what you're supposed to do in the game. Press B. Mr. Tips will give you all the hints on what you're supposed to do. You hit to the tutorial stage. In this game, you have to grab your ball and throw it on the target to hit the switch and make the platform goes up. Now, to hurry this up, you can change your ball into anything and hit the switch button with your hand or the ball. In the game, you have to change your ball to different size, whether it's bouncy or light. But if you turn them into crystals, they'll shatter. So, yeah, don't do that. And you lose your lives if you start doing that. First world you enter in is a water world, aka Atlantis. And you collect all 50 cards just to get a high score. You can press B to bounce the ball, or to hold the ball as well, by slapping it. But without the ball, Glover is free to move around, to jump and crush the enemies by smashing them. And they'll turn to cards. If you collect enough cards, you get a high score on what you've done throughout the entirety of the game. This is basically all you do in this game, and you get a checkpoint whenever Glover dies. These are when the ball is destroyed as your life force. And you get to your exit riches right over there, or at the end of the stage. But you can't leave it without getting your ball. Also, you get some extra power-ups. The power-ups will make Grover being huge or make the ball into a big huge beach ball. That's basically all you do in the game is collect all your balls. Make sure you collect all of them to complete the game. And these are your scores. A time limit, and get a trophy when you beat the time limit, and all the cards and high score. This is basically all you do in this game, just to get 100%. I played this game as a kid before, the 64 I'm holding. If you can't see it on how dark the screen is, I'm holding it like this. I loved this game as a kid. I used to enjoy playing the heck out of it. Yes, you can even ride the ball by standing on it on floaty water. But if you turn your crystal, it'll give you the most highest points of them all. This is basically all you do in this game is collect all these crystals that turn to balls. Also end up in a bonus stage, in which most of them are kind of fun. And if you collect enough all the crystals, also it'll restore the wizard back to his true form. And you go to like a circus world, water world, space world, which is the last stage, and a spooky world. Next I'll show you the boss battle. There are interesting bosses. It's like this one. A whale, a crab, and a flying fish. Yeah, the first boss is pretty easy. There are interesting bosses in the game. The circus stage is one of my favorite ones, where you have to hit some random switches, and you have to change your ball. I'm saying that a lot right now. To a silver one, and try to get the highest score of them all, getting lots of cards as possible. You have to avoid, like, well, a juggling chicken, most likely strange looking enemies. Also, did I forget to mention the soundtrack to this game is freaking awesome? Because it is. But this is where the game gets a little bit tougher and a bit stranger. Also, you write this weird blue thing that'll help Glover, and most likely the stage, in higher places that he can't reach. You hit these other switches to try to get enough, well, you know, more cards and more power-ups. Avoid an elephant that'll suck your ball right up into a spike, and you lose it. Next is another interesting boss, a clown. There are like other stages that'll get harder later on in the game, like a big, huge, ballless pit, which you have to be careful not to drop your ball into. I like to show you that, but you might have to see the entire game for yourself. Somebody playing it. This is where it gets even harder to hit the last switch on the red nose, which I've done so long to defeat this evil clown. I do like the carnival stage, which I find pretty sweet. All the bonus stages you have to complete is 100% perfect. I do like this one, where you have to shoot a cannon with your ball and an elephant in it. That's pretty... Oh wait, hey, that blue thing. Whatever. Just don't hit the wizard, since he's on your side. Have to do it right away before the timer runs out. As a kid, I never did try to beat this. And I just look on YouTube, like most people do, to see the 100% ending. Which I'll show you guys later. I find this pretty freaking awesome. And one of the most coolest things in video game history, besides the platforming of Mario and Sonic games. I mean, that's all you do in a game. You just try to complete bonus stages and find all the cards, or to beat bosses. That's basically all you do in the game. Also, I do like the chicken, and that making that crack sound, swinging on the slide in the dark. It's on how scary it is. And his eyes turned purple there for a second. Anyways, the more grand balls you collect, the more environment will turn colorful. And yes, this chicken just burps fart, and you do this. And use cheats by pressing the trigger buttons. I find this game pretty neat and awesome. Anyways, next is the pirate world, which, like most people like me or anybody that watches One Piece, knows that pirates are awesome. That's also an underwater stage. But at least the music is great to listen to. And you'll find those as hidden lives as well. Also, I've been dragging this video for far too long, so I'll do this in part 2 of my Glover review. Since this video can only last for like 15 whole minutes, I'm making this a little bit shorter for like 14 minutes. I'll just show you a little bit of it, and I'll see you guys in part 2 of me reviewing Glover for the N64, everybody! And he grabs a sword. How awesome is that? And cannonballs want him dead. Ones with eyes, and treasure chest too. Everything in this game wants Glover freaking dead. See you in part 2.